Joining us now to talk a little bit about all this, Montana Governor Greg Gianforte. Governor, welcome to the show. Don't you think Manchin, I know he's from West Virginia, so what? That's not a sin. But the idea that we can have this clean electric performance grid, no carbon-free by 2035, is just about the nuttiest thing I've ever heard. And Governor, these other countries like Britain have seen how crazy this is, wrecking their economies because it doesn't work. What do you think?
Well, Larry, thanks for having me on. And you're right. Biden's really war on American energy has made our country less secure. And the people that are disadvantaged are the American consumer. We're seeing inflation across the energy sector. We felt it right here in Montana with the shutdown of the Keystone XL pipeline. We all lost. I'm just thankful for the Democrat gridlock we have in Washington because it's putting the brakes on some of this socialist New Green Deal agenda.
So it's interesting to me, of all the fuels, probably the most in demand this year is coal because oil prices jumped up, natural gas prices jumped up. Now, coal prices are also rising, but it strikes me as very ironic that, you know, the most toxic, maybe not forever, because I know there's a clean coal movement, but really, compared to natural gas, coal is a dirty burning fuel. Now, Montana has some coal in it, if I'm not mistaken. You tell me, what's going on out there?
We have the most coal of any state in the United States. And there's no question in my mind that we do need base load power. You talked about reliable power in your opening. Coal, natural gas, other fossil fuels provides that base load power. The difficulty is, as you pointed out in the UK, when the wind stops blowing, when the sun goes down, if you don't have base load power, the lights go out. And we've been keeping the lights on on the West Coast for decades.
How can, just a question, you may not want to answer this, I understand, but how can Senator Tester be in favor of this stuff? He's from Montana. It's a coal-producing state. It's your livelihood. It's your employment. What's he doing in that Green New Deal camp?
I can't explain that. I do know that if we shut down coal in Montana, we would have a mass exodus of people. The economic analysis done by the University of Montana showed about a $5 billion negative impact to the state and unreliable energy grid, none of which are desirable.
Maybe you can put a little heat on him. You were very diplomatic on that, sir, but maybe you can put a little heat on him. Heat is a wonderful thing. Now, let me ask you, are people working in Montana? You know, all across the country, we're worried about labor shortages. The longshoremen do want to work in the Los Angeles port. That's a big problem. We can't get enough people driving trucks. That's a big problem. So we've got these shortages across the board. It's causing prices to go up, maybe slowing the economy. What's doing in Montana? You got those folks working or what?
Well, I have some good news for you, Larry, and this is not a message that's going to surprise you. Incentives matter.
Wow.
When I took office in January, we were incenting people to stay home. We were the first state in the country to shift and eliminate the supplemental unemployment benefits. And here's the punchline. Since I took office, the number of people on unemployment in Montana is down 90%, 9-0. We just hit a 14-year low on unemployment. Montana is open for business. We're a sanctuary for freedom in the free market, and our people are benefiting.
You know, that's why I was married in Montana. You probably don't know that. 34 years ago.
I don't know that. I didn't know that.
I was married in Whitefish, Montana. My wife's kith and kin are from that Whitefish area, but also other parts of the state, with somewheres in the family a former president of the Cattlemen's Association, which doesn't get any better than that. Now, what's your unemployment rate? You said unemployment's down 90%. What's your rate?
Yeah, the number of people on unemployment is down 90%. Our unemployment rate is 3.5%.
Yeah, so nationally it's 4.8, so you're doing better. And do you hear your businesses, your small businesses, are they complaining they have more job openings than they can fill? That seems to be the national cry.
It is the #1 issue with small business is a workforce shortage. This is why we just kicked off our Come Home Montana campaign in our Department of Commerce, where we're targeting people that graduated from high school in Montana, went to university here, and just people that are freedom-loving. Montana is a sanctuary for freedom, and those that love freedom are welcome here.
Well, I'm all for it. I'm all for Montana. I'm all for freedom. 34 years ago, I was married there, but you need to work on Mr. Tester. He has it in him, but sometimes he strays, you know, and you got to work on him. Montana is a free state, and it produces a lot of fossil fuels. Governor Greg Gianforte, thank you, sir. We appreciate it very much. Hope to see you soon.